Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about the heavy club two-hand inside circle. This video is part of a big playlist of videos meant to be watched in order. This playlist is meant to teach you basics of heavy club swinging technique for exercise and movement so that people can learn at home on their own safely and without injury. When we think about learning this in a logical order, we start by training the things that heavy clubs do that nothing else does. The things that clubs do better than barbell, kettlebell, dumbbell, or any machine is swing laterally from side to side. So we start by doing side to side swings, high to high. Then we do side swings low to high, and we start working on side hip snap. Now we are going to take the side swing and we are going to turn it into a circle. This is why we call this an inside circle. When we think about inside, we have two hands on the club. We're defining it by the top hand, the hand closest to the tip of the club, and inside means the top hand goes towards the center line of our body. Outside would be going away from the center line of our body, and that does matter depending on which hand is high when we move to single hand technique in the future. Step up to your club directly between the insteps of your feet. Two hands on. The high hand will be closest to the tip of the club. The low hand will be closest to the knob or the low end of the club. High hand, pick the club up to neutral position. We call this order position. It's the equivalent of rack position in barbell or kettlebell. The important part is that our arm is at a 90-degree angle. Not too high, not too low. If it's too high, the top of your hand doesn't work. If it's too low, you have a hard time using your wrist properly. 90 degrees is the angle we want. Put your elbow on your body to make your upper arm as vertical as possible. If our elbows are out, it will work with lighter weight clubs, but it will become impossible to hold increasingly heavy clubs. Moving towards our center line, top hand moves towards our center line. Accomplish this by rotating the hips without moving the feet. Push, tip, swing, pull, catch. 90 degrees in the top hand, rotate back to center. The feet do not move. Leave your feet pointed straight ahead. Turn, sit. Start with the same side leg to push, lock out, tip, swing, pull, catch. When you catch, you will catch opposite side leg. Then you will come back to neutral center position. Same side leg, push, swing, pull, catch, neutral, rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch, neutral, rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch, neutral. Set the club down with good technique. There are two sides to this. There is right hand inside, but there is also left hand inside. Left hand closest to the tip of the club. Pick the weight up, 90 degrees in the arm, elbow pinned to the body, 2 feet pointed straight ahead, shoulder width apart. Rotate. Same side leg. Push, swing, pull, catch, rotate back to center. Rotate. Turn your hips 45 degrees. Then your spine makes up the other 45 degrees of rotation. Push, swing, pull, catch, stand up, rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch, rotate. Straighten both arms all the way out. Set the club down with good technique. Let's demonstrate it with a heavier weight. When the weight gets heavier, the technique becomes more apparent. My right hand is closest to the tip of the club. Deadlift it up. Order position is 90 degrees. Elbows are not out. Squeeze them tight to your body. No gap between your elbow and the body. The cues are always push, swing, pull, catch. Rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch. Come back to center. Rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch. Rotate. Come back to center. Push, swing, pull, catch. Rotate, come back to center. Let's change to the other side. Left hand changing high, right hand low, left hand inside towards our center line. Left hand high, order position good. Rotate. Push, swing, pull, catch. back to center, rotate, push, swing, pull, catch, rotate, back to center, sit in one leg, heel stays flat on the ground, push, swing, pull, catch, come back to center. Now, 2 arms perfectly straight, elbows locked out, set it down directly between the insteps of our feet, stand all the way up. The important part with all of this is that we point our feet straight ahead. Our feet are shoulder width apart. They do not need to be further than shoulder width apart. Err on the side of too close together. Feet pointed straight ahead, even if you think your feet naturally turn out. Feet straight ahead. This allows you to turn your hips without doing anything weird to your knee. If you turn out and you try to turn your hips, you will put a bunch of pressure on the inside of your knee. Let's just generally avoid that under load. Point our feet straight ahead, turn the hips, sit very slightly, turn the spine the rest of the way. Push, 2 arms lock out. If one arm is bent, you are not rotating your upper body far enough. Tip, swing. Arms are perfectly straight at the elbows on the swing. Pull, elbow to hip, rotate back to center, start again. Start with light weights. Light weights are important, even if people are very athletic. If they are not used to swinging weights, people can pop their elbow joint. The goal here is to get to lockout and swing with straight arms. If you're trying to do this with a bent arm, you are going to cause yourself elbow stress over time, and that can lead to things like elbow injury, like tennis elbow, or overuse injuries. The goal here is perfectly straight arm, swing all the way across, pull elbow to hip. Most important cues, feet straight ahead, elbows lock out. If you do those 2 things, kind of everything else will work itself out eventually. When you start this exercise, keep your rep count low. The goal is not to train to failure. Start with a low number of reps when you start this exercise in the beginning and a low number of sets. If your hand starts to hurt in the pad and you start to bend your elbow because your grip is failing, you are likely to hurt yourself over time. Don't hurt yourself over time. Practice intelligently. Start with a light weight, build to a heavy weight over the course of multiple years, and make sure you're locking out your elbow.